Halloween is nearly here, but I think I can squeeze in one more video before I give you guys my Halloween offering. So, I have a cryptid for you, a strange creature that some say is nothing more than a story, while others claim it to be real. A story with a touch of the paranormal, and strangely, a dash of the political. So what mysterious animal am I referring to? It could only be Wisconsin's favorite cryptid creature, the hodag. So let's take a look. Welcome to IF, videos on cryptozoology, ufology, and the paranormal. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video again. For those whom have never heard of this cryptid, let me explain what a hodag is. It could be described as one of the meanest, bizarre, and most terrifying monsters to stalk the woods and forests of any of the US states. The hodag is said to have made its first appearance near this Northwood, Wisconsin city in 1896. A picture snapped by local man Gene Shepard, Rhinelander pioneer and timber cruiser, as the cryptid animal leapt at him from behind a white pine log after the man accidentally stumbled upon the animal. So what did this man see? The description of the hodag is a weird mix of animals. It has the head of a frog, the facial features of a pachyderm, spikes running down its back, giving it a dinosaur-like quality, its limbs finished with huge claws, and a long whip-like tail tipped with yet more spikes. It possesses terrifying green eyes and large bull-like horns upon its head. The hodag is thick with a muscular body of around 7 feet long. It stands at 30 inches in height and tips the scales at about 200 pounds. It is said any animal or person foolish enough to get too close to the beast will end up as its meal. However, white bulldogs are its preferred food. There have been claims that the hodag can also breathe fire, but if you're in the Wisconsin woods, you may just get a warning that you're about to come across the cryptid, as it is said that the animal emits a pungent smell, described as a mixture of a buzzard and skunk scent. So where does this creature come from? There are two stories. The oldest and possibly original are the tales of the Mishipishu, or the Great Lynx, also known as the water panther or underwater panther. This animal was part of the belief systems of the Ojibwe, Ottawa, Menominee, Shawnee, Cree, Native American tribes, thought to be a mythical creature somewhere in between a dragon and a cougar. It was said to be a dangerous beast that inhabited deep water and was the cause for men and women to drown. The legends of some of the tribes describe water panthers as being the size of an ordinary lynx or mountain lion, while in others say that the beast is a giant. Underwater panthers are said to have the power to cause storms and can stir bodies of water into dangerous currents and riptides. Because their name means great lynx or big lynx, they are often depicted as being very large and strong, with a description that is very close to that of the hodag. Water panthers are described as furry with either horns of a deer or antlers and sharp, saw-toothed backs. Images of this animal have been found on rocks in the area and over most of the range for these tribes, one of the best being a pictograph which can be found at Agoa Rock in Lake Superior Provincial Park, Ontario. The second theory of how this animal came to be is a little stranger. According to the local legend, the hodag was originally an ox that worked with local lumberjacks hauling large logs from the forest. When this ox died, it is claimed that it was reincarnated as the vicious cryptid hodag, the twisted appearance of the reincarnated beast being a result of the ox's anger at being worked like a slave until its death. After the transformation, it began disrupting the work of local lumberjacks by killing their dogs and oxen and other working animals. Sometimes it took the lives of the lumberjacks themselves. It is said that over the years, more oxen were transformed into hodag, and now the forests of the Rhinelander are crawling with these restless spirits of angry working animals. These creatures can often be heard crying out, an echoing, haunting cry of a creature that is aware of the beasts that they have become. So besides ancient rock paintings, what other proof of this creature exists? Going back to the photograph snapped by the woodsman at the start of the story, in 1893, a Rhinelander paper distributed an electrifying story asserting that the hodag had been spotted close by. A land surveyor named Eugene Shepard assembled a posse of men to track down the dangerous animal. They gathered all they would need: dogs, rifles, and for some reason squirt weapons loaded up with poisoned water. The posse successfully tracked down and found a hodag, killing the beast using dynamite and then snapping pics with the charred remains. The photos aren't clear, yet they were sufficient enough to kick off a cryptid chasing frenzy in the area. Numerous people started running around the backwoods in the hopes that they would get to see a hodag. None of them did, until once again Eugene Shepard successfully captured a creature in 1896. He claimed that the animal was taken alive. Shepard told a fantastical story that he and some bear wrestlers had tracked, cornered, and then wrestled the beast before they were able to knock it unconscious with a rag soaked in chloroform. The man, obviously looking to profit from his bravery, displayed the Wisconsin cryptid. The monster was shown at the first Oneida County Fair, where thousands of people came to view the marvel in a dark tent. Later, scientists from Washington, D.C. requested to view the specimen. It was at this point that Shepard admitted it was a hoax, telling the Washington men that he had made a sculpture from wood and used wires to make it move. And, for most, that is the end of the story. The hodag is fake. For the people of the Rhinelander, the hodog is more than just a crazy story. It is somewhat of a hero. The people were struggling as the lumber businesses in the area took a downturn. They needed another source of revenue, something that would get people talking and visiting the agricultural community. The hodag did this. Decades after the fateful autumn of 1896, Eugene Shepard explained why he captured the hodag. By no means is all the progress to be credited to the hodag, but the hodag did his bit. Not only hundreds, but thousands of people came to view the hodag, and not one of them went away without having learned a little more about northern Wisconsin. And it is safe to guess that each one of those thousands told others what they had seen and heard. In this way, the beauties, opportunities, and resources of northern Wisconsin spread, and many who came out of curiosity only have come to make their home with us. Long live the hodag. This is a sentiment that lives on today, and this is when politics enters the story. In 2016, locals began a campaign to get the creature elected president. The cryptid never made an in-person appearance during the unsuccessful campaign, but its campaign managers publicized the run with promises to build better downtown areas in Rhinelander and to make vacations great again. So was the hodag nothing more than a clever piece of marketing for a place looking to put itself on the tourist map? Or is it a creature of legend known to many Native American tribes? If it is the latter, then could it be a real animal? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Just one more video before Halloween and the closing of the current competition. So if you want to win a Disclosure shirt, make sure you check out the competition video while you still have time. And, as always, if you like what I do here on the channel, hit that red button, like and share. You can catch the latest by searching We Are If. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.